Hello everybody, Wild Tracker here, and welcome to another episode playing some Direwolf20. Yes, we're back on the server playing some more modded Minecraft in 1.12, which is pretty good. We've had a bit of an update, so we're on the latest version. Actually, I don't even know if we can see that in the in the thing, the screen up there. I can't see what pack it is, but yeah, we're on the latest pack. It got updated, and we're now playing on that, which is pretty awesome. Which is good because some things have updated, like the there were some bugs on some of the stuff in environmental tech and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that seems to be sorted, though we don't have a book for it yet. But yes, you can see I've brought these these things up here because last time, remember, we're having trouble with this, and we still haven't done anything with it. But I do have the solution. So we've done a couple of streams in between, and we did have a look at it. So I haven't got the book on me, but evidently this has got to be on a pedestal. So we need to build that, but we're not going to get round to that today. So we're not going to do 2 episodes of the Astral Sorcery, but I know what I've got to do on that now. So that's pretty awesome. What I do want to show you, though, is that the miner's gone from over there. Our solar panels are changed, and we're charging sort of Taconic Battery there with lots of RF in it. So we've still got this miner here, which is getting the resources. So it's not quite full yet. It's slow. It's, but it's still tier 1. Pretty sure it's still tier 1. So yeah, we have not done anything with that at all. Mainly because resource-wise, I'm not too worried at the moment. We'll get some interesting stuff like this ice and all that kind of thing. But and we're getting sponges. Can we use that for anything else other than just sponges? It's a sponge. It's a sponge. Yeah, not really. I don't think there's much you can do with it. But we've got sponges, so it's a thing. Yeah, these are on these particular solar panels here are tier 2. Which are quite good because fully done up there, you can see they're generating 4,000 RF per tick. The other ones were doing 500. So it's definitely worth upgrading to these. However, if we go up here, yeah, we got a bigger solar panel. So we've upgraded it to tier 4. And if we look at this one here, 8 million RF. That's crazy. And we've also got a tier 4 void ore miner as well now, which is absolutely awesome. Yeah, I don't know if that's generating that much, but maybe it is. Maybe it is, because if we go over to the Taconic Battery, I had to build this because I needed to store the stuff. Yeah, and if we right click on here, we're generating 12,000 RF per tick more than we're spending, if you get me. So even though we got the void miner there, if you think these were 4,000, were they? So yeah, so they're about 12,000 RF per tick. So that's where our extra power is coming from. Everything we're kind of we're not really using much power around the base with the system and that kind of stuff. All our power being used is this thing here. So this thing here is costing us. So yeah, if we didn't have those other 3 solar panels, we'd kind of breaking even during the day, and then at night everything would just stop. So that's why I've got this Taconic Battery, just to top up things. And these are actually quite easy to do. Let's just deactivate it, and you can see from that all there is the core in the middle, a Draconic core. There is a redstone square around that, and then we've got these around here. And you can actually, we can right click on these as well. We can actually do a build guide. So at the moment it doesn't show anything, but if we wanted to go up a tier, so we take it to a tier 5, at the moment it's telling us we need advanced stabilizers. That's the things I'm clicking on here, and it kind of gives us a plan of what we need to be doing. So this Draconic ore, these Draconic blocks should be redstone blocks, and then on the outside of that we should then put Draconic blocks. So it's quite nice because you get this builder guide, and if that wasn't there you could go inside and do it as well. So but we're on a tier 4, so let's go down a tier. It's valid, tier 4, and then we'll just activate it again. So that's pretty good. As you can see, it's lots of storage in there. Yeah, it's a 9 gig capacity, which is 9 billion. Is that right? 9, yeah. and we're over 2 at the moment, so it's slowly going up, slowly building, as they say. That's not doing anything. I wonder if because I've done this, it now... No, that's okay. So that's... Is that using power? 7854. That's going down. Oh, it's night time. I was just looking at it. These can be a bit of a challenge to actually sort out. And I was watching the original stream when he was trying to put his together, and he was asking me all questions because he couldn't work out his power cell usage and everything. So what I've ended up doing is putting this network. Isn't that funny how that renders over the top of that as if it's see-through, and it's not. Yeah, makes that invisible. So what I've done is I've got network with 15 ID and a network with 13 ID. So everything coming in is on this network, everything going out is on the other network. So this is the input. So this is fully charged there, so that's fine. So this is power coming into this block, and it gets sent into here wirelessly. And you can see we're back up to the 12-13 million RF. I can stop bouncing out of there, and then this one over here is drawing power out, and you simply change this block to whether you want it just by right click on it, in or out. So yeah, and we want that one out to go into that power cell, and then all the power cells that have attached to things have now got this link ID in it. So yeah, it just keeps this as a battery nice and neat, nice and easy, and it works a treat, which is fantastic. But we need to upgrade that, but we can't upgrade it yet because the only thing we needed for this was one Nether Star, which we already had, but we need to get into more draconic stuff now to go further than that. So I figured tier 4 was absolutely fine. We don't really need anything more than that, and I figured until we fill that, we won't worry about it. But we do need to get into more draconic, but not today. Not today. We're going to have some fun with something else. So up here I've set up these little miniaturization field projectors. Okay, so they're from the mod of Compact Machines, and if you look at here, they're really easy to make. They need this personal shrinking device. I say easy, but at this stage they're really easy to make, and this personal shrinking device is really simple as well. So we need one of those anyway, but so I've made 4 of those, and the way you lay them out, if I take one down, for example this one here, and they're not working at the moment as well because I've applied a redstone signal to it, and that kind of turns it off. But if I come down here and take this one away, and they look really weird when we do that, if we then right click on them, it will tell us that we're missing field projectors. Okay, and look, the arrows are pointing to them, so it's telling us we're missing one here because I've turned it off with redstone signal. So if I do that, it'll now tell me we're missing one, but it's pointing to where it should go, which is quite nice. And when you actually have both of them in the wrong place, so if you had this one, let's place it here for example, and then get rid of that one, and you can have these closer together and that sort of thing. But if I right click on here now, yeah, see how it's telling me these are the points where you could have one based on that being there. Okay, so and yeah, so it needs a little bit of setting up, but you see for this one in this position it's saying you need one there and one there, and then it will work because these two are spaced apart nicely. And just to give you an idea, so there's what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so there's 15 gap, which means they're 17 by 17. That's what the magic number you want to be building for, and that will let you build the biggest compact machine. And we're going to show you what those are in a moment. Which sounds really odd, doesn't it, to say a big compact machine? It's because it's only supposed to be compact. So there we go, with the no signal on there. This is what it produced. And if you bring these closer together, this box will be smaller. And everything we're going to build with inside this box here. So that's quite important. Now the first thing you actually need is these compact walls. So as you can see on there, really easy to make. So what it's saying is a block of iron, some redstone, and then you throw into the miniaturization field redstone. So, and then you're going to produce 16 blocks. So that's how the mod works. It's basically these are the items you need. It tells you what you got to do, and that's pretty simple. So we've got some redstone and iron blocks here. So if I place that anywhere, stick the redstone on top, come outside and just throw it or drop it. There you go, see, it's working away. It's nice animations on this. And then we've got the blocks. Nice and simple. So if I want to build a compact machine, and here's one. So this is saying build a 3x3, you need 26 blocks. You do a 3x3 cube, which would have a bit missing in the middle with 26 blocks. You then throw an ender pearl at it, toss it like I did. So you don't throw it like you'd normally throw an ender pearl, just drop the ender pearl into the field, and you produce a tiny compact machine. And so there's different ones, and if I hold shift over it, it tells you that produces a 3x3 room. You get 5x5, 7x7, 9x9, 11x11, and the biggest one is 13x13. Okay, so that's what we're going to make now, 13x13. So we need 98 blocks, an ender pearl, and the emerald block. So I guess an emerald block is something that we need to get us hands on, and I can make this with you, and then this applies to absolutely everything then. Only 3 emeralds. Wow, we need some more emerald ore. Fortunately enough, we have been doing some organising of what comes into here now. You remember we had all the chests before, but now everything that comes into here very, very quickly, because we've upgraded these to Signilium servo, so they're really, really fast. They can take a whole stack out. Goes into this here just as a buffer, and then I've got all these ender chests set up and these chests here with filters on. So if we look at the first filter, right click on it, you can see anything of this type is whitelisted to go into this ender chest, which is currently empty. You can see there's 3 of those ender chests which are the same, all the same colour. So basically this is stuff that's going to go into my refined storage system. Okay, so anything that goes in those chests goes in refined storage. All the other stuff, so for example, we right click on this one here, is coal. So coal goes into that ender chest, and then this one here we get redstone going in, and so on and so forth. So you can see we've organised stuff going into ender chests, but we're then doing something with them, which I'll show you in a second. These 4 here are the ones that I'm not processing yet, because I want to get the astral sorcery sorted out. So we're going to take some emeralds, because we need to find a way of fortuning these, and I think I might have a way, which is actually through refined storage. Because in refined storage we've got something called a constructor and a deconstructor. Now the thing about these is you can add upgrades to them. So if we look at here, look, Fortune 3. So if we could make Fortune 3 upgrades to go into those when we break it, then I'm kind of hoping that's going to work. I haven't tried it yet, but that's my theory. So yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Let me just show you where those ender chests are going really quickly. So if we go down into our big room underneath, which we've made, here we go down, not up. So we've got this big room, and this is where I've basically set everything up. So if we remember that coal, so that's coal working at the moment there. So we've got nothing in there, but if we right click on here, look, there's the coal. So this ender chest that the coal comes in from the other side, servoed out into this crusher, basically crushes it. It then comes out the back and goes into this ender chest, which is an ender chest for everything to go in that's in this area. So if I sit here, you can see those at the back, they all open as well. Okay, so this is our output chest for all our things, and that comes to here. So this is our output chest, and again we're just using a Signilium servo to put all those into the drawers. And then underneath there we've actually got a external drive connector, so that's then connected to our refined storage by going all the way underneath here. There's a cable at the end and it's going over there. I haven't done any of the wireless stuff yet. What I have done is put these little wireless transmitters, because that means then we've got a wireless crafting grid and we can access our stuff everywhere, and they're not too difficult to make. Wireless crafting grid, it's normal stuff, a normal crafting grid which we obviously made previously, and yeah, it's just added with some quartz and an advanced processor and an ender pearl, and so easy to make, and the wireless things are easy to make as well. So as long as they go onto a cable on the network, hey presto, you've got wireless access to your stuff. So it's not brilliant. We do need to extend it with the infinite wireless transmitter, but again we need Never Star for that. So that's on our list today, to get Never Stars. if we can. So let's very quickly, because time is ticking on. We've already spent a good amount of time in this video. We're just going to quickly get ourselves some emeralds, because we want an emerald block, and then I can quickly craft up that machine. Alright, so as you can see here, the multi-block for this is 5 by 5 by 5, and we need this block of emerald as well. So I've put the block together, and essentially the emerald has got to go in the middle. So it can't sit on the floor or somewhere else inside here. It's got to go in the center of this. But otherwise it's a 5 by 5 completely blank inside, and then we just fill in those two spaces like that. The other thing we need is an ender pearl. So let's get our wireless. We're out of range. We're in range here. This is why we need the thing. So we take one ender pearl, because that's all we need, and then I'm just going to press Q, or tab in my case, throw it. He says throw. There we go. And it's making it. It's making our compact machine. It's shrinking the room, which is really awesome. When you see this, guys, this is absolutely awesome. Let's see if I can get access into here. No, I'll go in a minute because I want you guys to see this. We just need to get the little Game Boy thing, but we'll do that in a second. But these things are really awesome. It's shrinking, it's shrinking, it's shrinking, and this is why they're called compact machines. Even though this is a room, and I mean that's a room. We'll just turn that off a minute. So I've already got one there that I've placed and made and had to play around with, so we'll place that one there. Let's get our little compact machine. And we've got a few of them, as you can see, so we'll take one of those. I probably ought to hang it up, but so if I take this and right click on a room, it takes us into the room. Look at that. So we've got this room available for us to put anything in, which is absolutely awesome. Now the thing is as well, if we look on here, everything is light level 14, so these walls are in another dimension, and obviously the other dimension is light all the time, so light always comes in here. So you have to be aware of that if you're going to build things in here like a mob farm, which is what we're going to do today. Yeah, you've got to be careful of the light levels. Now the other thing you can do is build compact machines in compact machines. Now this is a smaller one, this is only a small compact machine, but if I right click on this, look, we're in another compact machine within that compact machine. So everything we got here, okay, and I've just come out of that one back in here, and then we're going to go into the overworld now. Everything that we have there, those two rooms, when it loads, we're back again, is in this single block, and it's chunk loaded. Okay, so you imagine we could put this, because what is it, 1 2 3, that's probably 5 6 7, yeah, so that would fit in the biggest room. That would absolutely fit in there with no problems whatsoever. So yeah, what we can do is going to be awesome. So what I want to do is actually try and build ourselves a mob farm. So I think we're probably going to use cursed earth. So the first thing I need to do is make some kind of wall structure, because if you see, so if I do this and then put those up there, bring those here, and let's do the same here. In fact, we probably have to do that as well. Now if we have a look at the light levels, you can see this is now 11, so it's dropped because we're blocking it off. So we need for a mob farm for it to be encased. We don't need it for everything else, but certainly for a mob farm we need to cover the walls up. So I'm going to do that, and the mob farm is going to be probably twofold. We need to have a cursed earth farm, because that's going to give us the essence we need and all that kind of stuff. And then we need some kind of sort of mob spawning thing to spawn then with a skeleton. So we need some kind of cloning mob spawner that is going to spawn with the skeletons for us. And then, you know, after that we then need to do our wither killing. Now the wither killing I don't think is going to be too much of a problem. we've just got to get the mob farms up and running. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is have mob farms in here, and then in this area here we'll then use, and we've got it here, we've got the mob grinder, and I believe, so that's from Draconic Evolution. So if we have a look at Draconic, there is also, let's have a look, a mob grinder generator. I'll tell you what we're going to have a look at then is wither. There is a block, maybe it's this one here actually, from here, which basically is a wither builder. So this, I don't think we need, no, that's just a muffler. This is a wither builder, which will essentially, once we've created a wither, this will simply place a new one for us. So all we have to do is supply it with the material. So that's pretty good, and that means we could actually do it in this block here. So if we go into here, we can actually, you know, have this wither killer sort of, or yeah, kind of set up there, I think. So I think that's the right way of doing it. We can then spawn the wither here. So we have the wither placer here facing that way. We can spawn that, and then this thing will instantly kill the wither instantly. And both are wither proof. And if we wanted to, we could probably use some wither proof blocks to do that. In fact, let's leave that in here. We could probably use some wither proof blocks to you know, just sort of keep it in control. And we've got ways of doing that, because now that we've got those ores generated, there's a few ways we could do it. I understand that the Draconic obsidian is wither proof, so we could make that. That's easy enough. But there is, if we look at wither proof, we've got these blocks as well. So we've got palladium as wither proof. That isn't, ironite is, which we've got. We haven't got this level yet because we haven't gone up to the next tier of things, but we could make you know, enough blocks to actually start. I mean, we could make tons of these things. So yeah, we could make a little room to keep this wither in control, which I don't think we need because I think it's instant. So maybe let's have a look and see if we can build this wither placer. What do we need for that? We will need an Everstar. Have we got everything else that we need? Is it just a wither star? Then we're missing some plastic. Right, that might be an issue. That might be an issue, the plastic. We can get a wither star. Let's see, have we got some skulls? Yeah. Because what I'm thinking, let's just do 3, because we're going to need 2 for that. And we might have to set up a plastic production thing. So let's have a look now. We want the soul sand. We've got some soul sand. We've got a little bit of soul sand. 1, 2, 3, 4. So should we go and kill the wither? Should we go and show you how this machine works? Let's see. So let's go in here. Can you believe we're going to kill a wither in a compact machine? In a compact machine, just seems crazy, doesn't it? So if I place these down here, so if we say 1 away, what do you reckon? And we're going to stay in here with it. Hopefully it doesn't kill us with the blast. I think we'll be alright for the blast. Yeah, let's do this. I did this in the safetiest somewhere else. That's got power, hasn't it? This is either going to go horribly wrong or horribly right. And if it goes horribly wrong, we die. We do die. But look, there's an Everstar. So I'm too close because of the blast, but that's absolutely fine. That was a death worth having for experimental reasons. That's a justified death. Where am I? What am I doing over here? And where is here? We are there. We're back at spawn. Is that because I was in the compact machine? Oh, that's interesting. And it's night time. Okay, that's very interesting. Where's these hills? Let's go up these extreme hills, because I think I know a quick way back to get to our base. and I think we have to go up this hill here. Let's see if we can do this. Let's go back. So, but the theory works. The theory works is that thing instantly killed that wither. It was not even a moment. You know, as soon as it was spawned, it had no chance of moving anywhere. It was gone basically, wasn't it? So that's good news from our point of view. And it's dark. Do I have to go up even higher? Let's have a look. Am I even on the right mountain of where I want to go? I'm down here. No, I need to be over on that mountain, I think. There's a... it's over there. There is a portal back to OJ's base. He made one over there. So I think what I'm going to do is run over there in the dark and see you guys back over there, hopefully, and I don't die in between getting there. Yes, made it. Okay, so hopefully we can click back to OJ's base up the top, and then from his base, whoa, nothing to see here. He's not making any draconic ore whatsoever. Go and check OJ's stream and find out what he's up to. He's doing a lot of streaming from here, so let's now go over here. Again, we've fallen down. That's good. Let's sleep. Sleep. Because this is the thing we got to look out for. Oh right, it's just taking its time bringing me through. This is the thing we've got to watch out for now, is that is chunk loaded. So if I was any more than 5 minutes whatever, my wither star is going to disappear. Now fortunately for us, we do have a spare terminal, or whatever they're called. What are these things called? They're called a personal shrinking device. So we do have a spare personal shrinking device. We can go back in here and back in here, and hopefully, yes, there we are, we're over here, and we got an Nether Star. So that's pretty cool. So the theory works. The theory works. Let's turn off that death point. We don't need it, do we? Can we even do map in here? We can't. So we have to go out. Okay, well, I'm happy I've tested the theory with the compact machines. I need to get some more resources together. We could probably... No, we still can't make the wither killer because we need the plastic. So that's something we're going to have to look at, because plastic is... I've avoided it. I don't know why I've avoided it, because to make plastic we need dry rubber. To make dry rubber we need tiny rubber. To make tiny rubber we need a latex processing unit. And that's, you know, no problem at all. But these things, latex processes, when provided with power, water and latex, will produce tiny rubber. So we need latex. Let's get latex. Let's have a look, see if we can find latex. So latex is a liquid. Okay. So obviously there's bees and things like that, but latex is a liquid. So I think basically fluid transposer, yeah, okay. But how do we get latex? What machine produces it? That's a bottler and a squeezer. Is it this latex? Latex bucket. Get that from there. It's from a bottler. But we definitely need a machine. We've got to get a machine to get the latex in the first place. So yeah, and that's the bit I haven't done yet, which I think is just a case of you get some trees and there's a way of processing it. But yeah, we need to do that before we can progress with the things. But these tiny machines are absolutely awesome. The nice thing as well is the fact that you can click on them and you can see the room and you can see what's in the room and that sort of thing. So maybe next episode we will set about making these farms. So a cursed earth farm, and the way I envisage it is we'll have a cursed earth farm on one level, maybe at the top. We then collect the essence from that, and then that's going to, let's have a look, see what machine we need to do with this. Mob, I think it's called mob crusher, no, mob slaughterer, mod duplicator. I think that's the one we need. That doesn't tell us much about it. Base 9x3. So yeah, and again we need plastic. So the rest of it we can do. Machine frame, that's simple enough. We just don't have so that's a mob detector, mob duplicator. Yeah, everything else we can get, no problem. Plastic we can't, so again we need plastic because yeah, but it uses, when provided with power, essence and any entity in a mob imprisonment tool, which basically means something like a safari net. I presume we have those. No. What do we have? Oh, what did it call it? A mob imprisonment. There we go. It's a safari net. That's again needs plastic. Gas tier. We've probably got one of those. Yeah. So next episode, I think we need to get our plastic production going, and we definitely need to then put on our mob farm together, because we'll use mobs to get the essence from the Cursed Earth farm. We'll then use a separate farm then with the mob duplicator to so we'll capture a wither skeleton in one of those mob imprisonment tools, and then we'll get loads of skulls, and then we'll feed that via ender chests into the other compact machine, and then that will kill the wither, and we'll get loads of stars. Yay! No problem. Nothing's ever easy, is it? You kind of go down this little rabbit hole in modded. You kind of say to yourself, you know what, today we're going to do this, and I've not even got my armor back on. We'll put it back on in a minute, but yeah, you kind of say, you know what, we're going to build a compact machine and we're going to build a mob farm. No problem, we'll knock that out in 30 minutes. And here we are 30 minutes later going, yeah, you know what, it's not quite there. So, and we died in the process testing it. But that's pretty cool. I'm really happy with that. So yeah, come and join me next time, and you know, we'll have a go at that, have a play with that. So I'm going to get another episode out before we do a stream, so you're not going to be missing anything. And obviously, if you do want to come and join the streams, we're now affiliated on Twitch as well, so you can come and follow on there, which doesn't cost anything. You can sub to us, you know, all those sort of nice things. There's a lot of fun going on in the streams. We have quite a lot of fun. I stream for a few hours when I do, so come and hang out. That'll be really cool. And if you want to know when I'm streaming, join me on Discord. The server's down below, and we just hang out in Discord as well. So if you just want to hang out, Discord's the place to do it. Come and join the server, say hello. I say it doesn't cost anything. It's not for subs only. Any of you guys can come along and just join the Discord server and come and have a chat. So hopefully see you on there, and if not, we'll see you in the next episode here playing some Direwolf20 1.12 Minecraft. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.